Hey guys, so there's a couple ways you can use our SheShow format to generate some more leads for your business, to meet some more women and have more connections. So the first way is during our Scan Social on Tuesday night, we get referrals for you. So all of your guests who are watching live, they have the opportunity to nominate women to receive bestie bags, which are whatever you want them to look like. They can be an envelope with some samples in it. It can be basically, it's some treatments and stuff for the person to get to try. So whether they're trying it with you virtually and you're mailing it to them, or the referrals getting together with you in person and they're just getting to experience the products right then versus you actually physically giving them something. So I have scripts you can use and instructions on how to put together bestie bags, pampering packs, detox and de-stress bags. We call them all different kinds of things. It's all the same. It's basically some treatments and samples for them to get to experience the product. And then you're booking them the referral either to be on another Scan Social on a Tuesday night, or you're booking her to get together with you in person, one-on-one or virtually one-on-one. So you're not just sending these people bestie bags and then that's it. Like, you are using this as a tool to connect with them and set up an appointment. So I do have, that's a whole nother training. I have a script and all of that for you, but that's one of the ways. So when they're getting together with us on Tuesday nights for the Scan Social, then they're getting to write down 10 names to receive a gift. So during the Scan Social, you guys have all seen me do it, but I hold up these bags and I say, okay, here's the fun thing tonight. You're able to nominate the women in your life to receive bestie bags from your consultant. And so they're just a little happy mail. It's gifts from you to the women in your life that you want to spoil and pamper, but it doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost them anything. And so when you nominate 10 women, you get to pick whether you want the gift in the purple bag or the gift in the pink bag. If you nominate 20 women, you get both gifts. You get the purple and the pink gift. So these just have random things in them that I'm holding up. You are going to decide what you want that gift to be. So it can be a discount. It could be like a voucher, like a 50% off an item. It could be a gift certificate, like, $15 off or whatever. It could be an eyeshadow. It could be some leftover like limited edition products you have on hand. It could be the mini deluxe products that we use for the gift purchase, like the little eye makeup removers and stuff. It could be a sample pack. If they haven't tried the product yet, you want to send her a pamper pack, basically the same stuff that goes in the bestie bag that has the samples and all those kind of things in it. It could be one of those. You decide what the gift is, and it can be different based on the person. If you know like what it is she would get excited about or whatever. So when they nominate 10, they get to pick a gift. When they nominate 20, they get to pick another gift. If they do the nominations during the Scan Social, they get entries into the giveaway we do at the end of the social. Otherwise, they have the whole night to really throughout the whole SheShow to give you their nominations to get the gift. So if they're watching the replay of the Scan Social, which the best ways that they can watch live, but if they have to watch the replay, they can still give you the nominations later. So that's one of the ways you're going to get some leads is through those nominations, because then you have those women to reach out to connect with. And again, I have those scripts and everything for you to use when you do that. Okay. Then the other way that you're able to generate some leads is that at the end of the SheShow, you may have noticed we have those posts that tell them that they can host their own SheShow and that they can invite some friends. So the people who choose that they want to do that, you can just plug them into the next SheShow that we have running, and they can be one of our SheShow socialites, which is just a fun word. Instead of calling them a hostess, I call them a socialite. So they're one of our SheShow socialites for that event, or they're inviting their own guests into that SheShow. So the plus side of that is you still don't have to figure out all the posting and set up the group and do all that kind of stuff, because I'm already doing all that for you. I've already got the whole group SheShow ready. There's already a bunch of other people in there. So whether your hostess, your socialite has like a handful of people or she's got a ton of people, it's okay because the people that are in there are going to still see the energy of the other people who are commenting. So it's not really dependent, because we've all been to those Facebook parties where it's like crickets, like nobody's commented on anything, like where is everybody? So that doesn't happen in a group SheShow because we've got lots of different people in there. So it's guaranteed that some of them are going to be commenting on things and interacting. So even if that socialite only has a few people, she is going to be able to have that same experience of the energy and the fun of the SheShow environment. Okay, so you can book her to be a socialite for the next SheShow, the group one that we have running. And so what I tell people, and you can choose how you want to do this, what I tell people is if they have 5 guests, they have just 5 guests who are women who are 18 or over, don't have a consultant, that join the SheShow, they automatically get a $25 product credit from me for having 5 guests attend the SheShow with them. And then there's additional incentives that they get, additional free product they can earn based on how much their guests participate and order. And so that's where that chart that I post at the end of the SheShow that has, if your SheShow is this much in sales, then you get this much in free and this much in half off. So that's the hostess credit, right? So the more guests that they have, the more hostess credit they can earn. So if they have at least 5 people, they at least get a $25 credit. But the more that they have, the more chances that they could get some more free and more half off. So that is how I work with my hostess, and I let them know if they want to invite some of their own guests to it, then they'll get those incentives. So the people who are telling you that they want to book a SheShow at the end of the current SheShow, that's what you could do with them is, okay, awesome. You can be a socialite during our next SheShow. It's going to run the same. It might have some different posts and different videos and stuff, but the format and everything will be the same. And we have, we do group socialites. So that way you don't have to have the pressure of running your own, there'll be other hostesses in the group too. So there'll be lots of energy and commenting happening. So that's how you'd book her for the next group one if you want to do it that way. Also, say you're booking and someone hasn't attended a show yet. I have in my script, you might have noticed when I say like message 1, this is what you send them, and then message 2, that whole thing when you're inviting people. So in that script, after they agree to want to attend the SheShow, even though they've never attended one before, like you're inviting them to their first one, you have the option then to say, so you can totally just join this SheShow by yourself and it's going to be tons of fun. Or if you want to invite some friends to join with you, then you will be able to enjoy some free incentives and free product credit for doing that. So giving her the option at her very first SheShow to just be one of the socialites, right? So my plan is to be able to highlight the socialites and stuff during the SheShow, like who our socialites are. So when you are sending us your guest list and stuff of who you've got attending, letting us know who your socialites are so that we can highlight them during the SheShow. So that is one way to do it. Anyway, so having them give you your guest list and everything. So I have instructions for you on how to work with your hostess, how to get her guest list, all of those kind of things, how to coach her, how to work with her guests, because then her guests are your guests. So they are your now clients and future customers. And so they'll be yours to communicate with. So just like how you communicate with your normal guests in the SheShow, you be communicating with her guests. So you are that voice, you are that person that they're connected with and that they're hearing from. So they're not confused about who their consultant is. They'll know that it's you. But the beauty of this and using it just to book right away with the very first, their very first SheShow, having them be a socialite, is that you don't have to invite everybody that you know all the time to every SheShow, because eventually you're going to have invited everybody that you know to every SheShow and you're like, I'm running out of people to invite, right? So they're going to have them doing the inviting for you. So you could have 3 hostesses, 3 socialites that you invite to one SheShow that each have, let's say at minimum 5 guests. That's 18 guests you have for that SheShow, and you only really technically invited 3 of them. and they invited their own people. And like, if it was me and I was invited to something, they're like, oh, if you have 5 friends join you, you get $25 off. I'd be like, sweet, okay, that's not hard. 5 people is not a big deal at all. But if they're really serious about hosting, they're going to want more than 5 people that they can have an invite. So they're going to send you their guest list so you know who to communicate with and who belong to you. So those are 2 ways to use the SheShow as a tool to generate more leads and meet more women and make more connections on Tuesday night for the Scan Social, and then having people be socialites during the SheShow. So if you have questions or you need help, let myself or your director know. And then I have all of the training on how to coach your hostess and work with her and all that kind of stuff available for you too.